Hi everyone, it's Gail Kendig, hiding behind my book. Um, oh my goodness, it's so we're not used to having heat in Rochester. So anyway, this is day 30, and the topic is from this book, Vision with Purpose and Power by Myles Munroe, Dr. Myles Munroe, one of my favorite pastors, but he's now passed away. But there's a lot of great stuff from him on YouTube. So I would definitely look him up, especially he's a great teacher of scriptures and stuff like that. So anyway, day 30, what is your true work? I had not yet told anyone what my God had put in my heart to do for Jerusalem. Nehemiah 2:12. The Bible is full of illustrations of men and women who were directed by a guiding purpose and a clear vision for their lives. In the Old Testament, Nehemiah is one of those examples. In the years following King Solomon's reign, the city of Jerusalem was attacked by the Babylonian army. Its walls were torn down, and Solomon's temple was destroyed. Tens of thousands of Jews were taken to Babylon in captivity. Years later, Nehemiah was an Israelite still living in exile. Through his story, we have a perfect illustration of the difference between simply having a job and having a clear vision for your life. This is going to be good. Okay, I got to sit up here. As I know if you've been listening to me, I do not read these ahead of time. So I get so excited. The Parisians had subsequently defeated the Babylonians, and Nehemiah had an important position in the Parisian court as cupbearer to King Artaxerxes. Hope I said that right. See Nehemiah 1:11. This position may have included both serving wine to the king and his royal guests and tasting the king's wine to make sure it wasn't poisoned. Yet, being a cupbearer meant much more than this. Nehemiah was in the top position in the king's court and was highly regarded, trusted, and influential advisor to the king. I like to think of Nehemiah's cupbearer job as his preliminary occupation or his preoccupation because he was born to fulfill another, much more important role. This role was ignited by a report on the condition of the city of Jerusalem. Nehemiah heard that the wall of Jerusalem was broken down and its gates had been burned with fire. Nehemiah 1:3. This news filled him with grief, and he sat down and wept for some days, mourned and fasted and prayed before the God of heaven. That was in Nehemiah 1:4. Your true work is what you were born to do. Your job is what you do only until you are ready to fulfill your vision. During a time of prayer and fasting, Nehemiah received a vision to rebuild the wall. I had not yet told anyone what my God had put in my heart to do for Jerusalem. Nehemiah 12:12. I'm sorry, 2:12. He went to God in prayer, and God told him to go back and reconstruct the wall of Jerusalem. This became the compelling vision of Nehemiah's life. Nehemiah 2:1 reads, when wine was brought for him, I took the wine and gave it to the king. I had not been sad in his presence before. The implication here is that Nehemiah was doing fine on his job until he heard about the wall. His desire to accomplish life's work then began to interfere with his job. He was employed by the king, but his yearning to rebuild the wall began to wear on him, and it showed. The king said to him, why does your face look so sad when you are not ill? This can be nothing but sadness of heart. Nehemiah 2:2. When God gives you a vision and confirms it, nothing can stop it. If he tells you to build, start, invest, create, or manufacture something, then it will bother you deep inside. You won't be satisfied until you do it. So the thought for today is your job is what you do only until you are ready to fulfill your vision. Reading Nehemiah 1. So I hope that touched your heart today. You guys have a fantastic rest of the day, and I'll be back tomorrow. God bless everyone. Stay beautiful. Bye now.